Cameron, it's been a few weeks since we've had a chance to catch up. Why don't you fill everybody in on where the Pirates are in terms of conference tournament race and league standings?
Yeah, it has been a while. I think it was probably before our weekend versus UPS and PLU here at home, and we just had a great showing that weekend. We came out firing just the whole day through. I think we won both those matches 8-1, if I remember correctly. And they're tough, real competition in our conference, so we were just thrilled to have such a strong showing. As far as our standings and records go, those are only 2 wins on the calendar so far, but we are still fighting for 4th place in conference. We're fighting for that 4th spot, which is the last spot to make the conference playoffs, and that's all going to come down to this Saturday. We play at Lewis and Clark. We'll play Linfield after that, but at least on paper, the math says that our match at Lewis and Clark is going to be nothing less than a true dogfight.
We'll talk about this weekend in a little bit, but let's talk about last week. You guys had a chance to go to California, spring break, experience something that most of the guys on this team haven't had a chance to experience because of COVID.
Yeah.
A trip like that. Just talk about some of the highlights from that trip.
Yeah, spring break for our tennis teams, both the men's and women's teams, is just a staple to our programs. And to have 11 guys on the team and only one of them has experienced the spring break trip in the past, it was really just a blast for the guys to get to spend that time together, to get to travel to the sunshine, play some really quality California tennis teams. We really couldn't have asked for a better trip. Everything went really smoothly. I think the only thing we wish we got was a couple more wins on the scoreboard. We had a fantastic battle with Whittier. We had some very long matches. We were playing on 6 courts, so still nearly a 4-hour match. And we had some great wins. We had a couple guys leave those matches a little bit injured, which I hate to make excuses, but man, if those guys are healthy, we finish those matches out and we take a win there. Cal Lu, very strong program. They're something like top 30 in the nation right now. And we had some great battles. We had Jonathan Hutley step up into the #1 singles spot and take a fantastic player to 3 sets. He had that match on his racket. It was really quality to watch. And last but not least, we ended with the toughest match on our schedule against Caltech, and that last match on spring break is always the toughest, if for no other reason, just for being away a week and being tired and spending all that time together. But Caltech is one of I believe they're top 15 or something like that in the nation right now. We took a win at #1 doubles, a team that's ranked #6 in the region, so that was a huge win. Had some really close matches up and down the board. Peyton had a great win as well, and yeah, we left that match feeling like we were successful. And honestly, during the doubles, I thought we were going to get the double sweep and have a little momentum going into singles. So fun to feel like we're competing with the very best in the nation.
You mentioned this weekend going down to Oregon. Big weekend in terms of conference standings. Lewis and Clark and then Linfield. You talked a little bit about Lewis and Clark. What about Linfield?
Yeah, Linfield's dropped just a little bit this year. As far as both these matches go, it's so hard to play on the road. The home field advantage is just huge. This has been the one weekend on my calendar that's circled in red from the very moment I saw the schedule. These are 2 really good programs, coached very well. I think that we have the upper hand against Linfield this weekend, but like I said, anything can happen on the road. And I think on paper we're neck and neck with Lewis and Clark, so the fact that it's at their place just makes it a little bit tougher for us. But we've been preparing for this weekend this whole season, and I think the guys are ready.